Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. Welcome back. And to those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about these wildfires that are turning up in so many regions in our country. It's very bizarre. Now, I was so surprised last night when I found out that in Long Island there are wildfires and it was so immense that people had to be evacuated. So in Long Island, this happened in Suffolk County. Multiple brush fires were spreading. And, we know we did have like strong winds and we had dry conditions. So these have led to even the evacuations near the Hamptons, mind you, where these, people have such beautiful homes and, other people in Long Island have their homes as well, schools, and it's just out of nowhere, in my opinion. So the fires, they began on Saturday afternoon in the Pine Barrens area near West Hampton. So this area does have dense woodland. However, 4 separate blazes were reported. So one of them was growing to cover an area approximately 2 miles long and about 2.5 miles wide. And the flames were spreading so rapidly. And the gust of wind, we know was so windy, was about 40 miles per hour. So it definitely, all the events very challenging yesterday with the firefighters and emergency workers there. And even people, just being alert as far as how detrimental this was. So Governor Kathy Hochul declared a state of emergency for Suffolk County and mobilized the state resources in New York here. So including the National Guard with helicopters to drop off water, the local fire departments, they had tons of volunteers from neighboring counties, thank goodness, and they all together worked very tirelessly to combat the flames. So thankfully, by Sunday morning, 3 of the fires were fully contained, and the 4th one was about 80% contained. So, this cause of fire is still under investigation, as I said. It's very bizarre to me. I have never heard of this happening before in the past. Honestly, many authorities are considering the possibility of arson. Someone intentionally setting these fires, unfortunately. So investigators are reviewing the surveillance footages and other evidence to determine if these fires were really intentionally set. So also environmental factors, as we know, was low humidity, a lot of damage to the woodland areas caused by the southern pine beetle infestation. I didn't know about this. I'm not really knowledgeable about this area, but it's, a huge effect of these insects in these parts of, wooded areas. So the fires, they did lead to a lot of closure of major roads, including many portions of Sunrise Highway, which is very, very well utilized from Nassau to Suffolk County. There's also damages of at least 2 commercial structures. One firefighter even suffered second-degree burns to his face and is hospitalized. However, and very fortunately, no homes were directly threatened. And of course, the firefighters are still watching to see if there's any potential for flare-ups. So, it's really uncanny, everyone, as I mentioned. And, just last week, we had huge amount of fires in North and South Carolina, and these fires were immense as well, consuming about 4,200 acres, according to my online research. So that caused a huge amount of evacuations. Many people displaced last minute. So in South Carolina, which was specifically Horry County, they faced huge wildfires in the Carolina forest area. So by March 2nd, the fire there burned over 1,200 acres, and it remained uncontained for a significant amount of time. So the fire threatened a lot of the residential neighborhoods. And also in Georgetown County, they also experienced wildfire that spread over 800 acres. Huge, massive amount of vacant land, or just land in general, utilized in different ways. So it caused evacuations in Prince George County, in Pickens County, a fire in the 6 Mile Mountain area, and that fire burned nearly 300 acres, and of course more evacuations, and it was about 85% contained by March 2nd. And then North Carolina, Polk County, again had more challenges. It also was due to a down power line. So these communities were affected: Saluda, Melrose, Tryon. So these fires in North Carolina burned over 500 acres, and it only had 30% containment at the time. So everyone, this is not something that we look forward to or even imagine happening, but so many changes are taking place. Arsonists, why are they doing this now? I just really hope that they catch them, because as we know, such a huge amount of land, homes, lives were so destroyed in California just a few months ago in the summertime. And, we really need to have a lot more surveillance. We need to have a lot more investigations to find out who the culprits are if this is the case. Because it's not only the winds, it's not only the dry land. Yes, there is dry land and change of temperature and global warming, but it has escalated so that this is such a huge incident occurring throughout the United States. It's just so uncanny. So everyone, I just hope that everyone keeps safe. Anyone who's from these areas in Long Island, North and South Carolina, I hope that you get the best help and resources needed, and funding also. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And stay safe, everyone, wherever you are. Thank you for listening.